Going in movie review, all in for the win. This movie is a sleeper smash hit. Canadian indie director blows it sky high. Let's get into it. I just reviewed this movie called Going In, and let me tell you, you need to go in to see this movie. If I had to describe this movie in a mashup 80s montage, I would say, there's Big Trouble in Little China, escaping from New York with lethal weapons as Beverly Hills RoboCop is in the Mad Max Road Warriors Come Out and Play Back to the Future in this Spinal Tap for the Blues Bros doing risky business with the Breakfast Club for Ferris Bueller's Day Off in a weird science of gremlins. And They Live with Repo Man wrapped in blue velvet to live and die in LA for a drugstore cowboy has taken a mysterious train with the Lost Boys on a most excellent adventure starring director, writer, and lead actor Christian Slater and Sam Rockwell's Canadian love child as Evan RISSI, an ageless, timeless new cult king. Yes, the movie is called Going In, and it brings you back to the golden era of cinema. Nestled somewhere between Nestle Quick and Tab Cola is this time capsule. It's not a movie, it's the return of cinema, and what a tasty sweet treat this movie is. Like Footloose, it moves your feet with the immediate beat of the best synth soundtrack since Tron meets Drive. As if inside Street Fighter, it delivers a hard opening. My first impression was, in the first second, oh yes, I love this. And it kept going in and going on strong. The film itself was a long-time passion indie project that had a short of it made in 2016, battling budgets to source some crowdfunding. The curious film kept going on and going on. It did as a tour de force. Of course, Evan Almighty RISSI and his cohort friend and co-star Ira Goldman, who had a Wesley Snipes vibe of air all cool confidence with his ring glasses. This movie passes the bar and goes well above the high water line, as it's well worth the time to enjoy this mastermind film. The genre is soaked in an 80s cloaked cinema using old school anamorphic lenses to give that genre spot on look. I tried to find one thing out of place, but it was aces dressed in the best 80s. It was too legit to quit. From costumes to set deck to shots, lighting, scripts, and tone, it was its own throne and crown. It painted the town red and blue hues of 80s cool. It left you wanting more and still served you extra spice for things you would not expect, even a nod to some Matrix gods. The dialogue jumped off the page and artfully crafted and curated to be cheeky and cute, but so believable. The stakes were high, the clock ticking, but nothing felt forced or fake by today's metric of everything must be epic. It toiled and boiled hot in a pot of 80s era jump shot and drained three-pointers after a slam dunk. It's punk, it's retro, it's hip, it's hype, it's hot. Do not miss this magnificent masterpiece film. Bringing it back to way back in the day. I gotta say, it's radical, righteous choice, totally tubular, bitchin' bodacious, hella gnarly, and awesome. 2 thumbs up. I applaud the god of Evan RISSI, rising to this long-standing ovation creation, perhaps taking 10 years of his life to birth this baby to the world, and at a budget of 80 grand, it's a grand mastery in wizardry of making to make it look like $1 million. Reap this dream ASAP, streaming on Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Cineplex Movies, and elsewhere. Dig for this bone dog. It's a hard-hitting, good thrilling time machine dream. Enjoy the 80s scenes and screen time. It's sublime. Thank you, Evan RISSI, and a high 8-ball 5 to your co-star, Ira Goldman. I'm sold, man. Going in for the win. Going in. Members only.